kick it off. Mr. Mayor, I will let you go ahead and take the floor, and you'll have 5 minutes to make your statement.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Brittany. And again, I want to, sorry, that's my daughter screaming. I don't know if you could hear that in the background. That's reality of Zoom, right? Again, I want to thank the Chamber for the opportunity in organizing this candidate forum. You know, it's goes without saying that we are in extremely unique times, and being able to have a voice in this forum is very important, because we can't go out, obviously, and do the things that we're used to doing as candidates, to go out and meet people and talk with people, and the way that people really like to have their candidates be known. So again, I really appreciate what the Chamber has done for this. And when I ran for mayor, I had a list of about 10 things that I wanted to accomplish. And not because I thought that I was bringing up anything new, or that I alone was the only one who came up with these ideas. It was because after serving for 8 years on the council, I knew that these were shared goals. Because one thing I learned early on, you can't do anything by yourself. You need at least 2 other people to agree with you. And we've always worked, and when I say we, I mean the council and the city as well. We've always worked as a team. That's why we call each other teammates. And we go with that mindset of working as a team. So when I had the list of 10 things, I wrote a book about it when I was running. Again, I had that in mind. The things like, we're advocating for affordable housing, our parks, making sure we improve our traffic, things of that nature, broadband. Those are all the things that we need to work on, and that we're working. And we made some strides in that regard, with our infrastructure, the broadband, and our parks. But there's just no doubt that COVID has really hindered our ability to move forward with a lot of the things that we had planned. It's like no other time. As I mentioned before, we've had to do things in a new way. Zooming is something that we'll probably be doing even after this health crisis is over, which I hope is soon. But the health crisis has definitely hindered some things. So, but we're still, as I said, we're still moving. Our city is still making great strides in that. And I shouldn't say I wish, but it's hard to even fathom this, but the COVID crisis isn't the only thing we've had to deal with. The economic fallout of shutting down the economic engine of this country and of this state and our city has really hurt us in a way that we couldn't have envisioned before this crisis. And even without that, we had the second largest fire in California history right at our back door. And when I talk about the partnership and the teamwork, I really have to give it up for our community as well. The neighborhoods that had to evacuate, the Holly Lake Estates area that had to evacuate, and did it in a way that was orderly and really showed what a great community we have. And I can't say enough about how proud I am to be part of this city, working with our teammates, the partnerships that we have, again, with the Chamber, the school district, and our citizens. I am just so proud that I get to be the mayor of this great city. So again, I appreciate the opportunity to speak to our citizens and to really reach out and hope for the best. And I want to get on my soapbox for just a second, if I still have some time. Getting through this crisis is got to be job one. If we want our businesses to open, we want our kids to go to school safely, we want to be able to have life go back to normal, we really have to focus on wearing our masks, social distancing, and really following the guidelines of the county health office, because that's the only way we're going to get through this. The reason why we're in red and not purple, which is the highest tier, is because of our low rate of infections per testing. That's why we moved down. So if we want to continue to be able to open our economy, have our kids go back to school safely, we really need to get down bring down the number of infections. And again, the only way we're going to be able to do that right now until there's a vaccine is to socially distance and wear our masks. So I want to thank the citizens that are doing just that. They're social distancing, they're wearing their masks. But I also want to appeal to the citizens that, may not think that it's necessary. Again, please, this should not be a political issue. This is purely an issue of safety. So again, thank you, Brittany, and thank you, Chamber, for the opportunity. And I'll get off my soapbox now.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Appreciate it. All right, now it's my pleasure to introduce the Morgan Hill City Treasurer and founder of Women's Week, Caitlin Yakimowicz.
Thank you. It's a little premature. I'm not treasurer quite yet. I have been appointed, but I won't be sworn into office until after the election is certified. But I wanted to start by thanking you, Brittany and Lee and the rest of the chamber for the opportunity to address the community. And a special thanks to everybody who's watching at home and on Facebook. I'm very passionate about getting our community members involved in local government, so thank you for doing your part. My name is Caitlin Robinette Yakimowicz, and I will keep it brief since I will not be on the ballot in November. I was the only candidate to qualify for the position of treasurer, so a majority of the council did vote to have me appointed to the position in order to save the city close to $30,000 by having my name removed from the ballot. So I just wanted to give a little bit of background of what's going on with my position. But I still wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself to you and talk to you a little bit about the position, because not a lot is known about the position of city treasurer. And I also wanted to tell you what I'm hoping to do with the position. So first, my background. First and foremost, I am a mom. I have a 5-year-old who just started virtual kindergarten, which has been a challenge. And I have a 2-year-old little boy. I am an attorney. I'm a board member for the Edward Boss Prado Foundation. I'm a member of the AAUW, co-founder of Morgan Hill Community Advisory Group, former city council member, and I was a county commissioner for 5 years. I'm homegrown. I grew up in Morgan Hill, and I am a proud product of the Morgan Hill public school system. Now, the position of treasurer, officially, the treasurer signs off on city investments. There are statutes and regulations in place that mandate that city investments are conservative in nature already. But as part of my training to become an attorney, I have ethics training on what it means to be a steward of someone else's money. I think that we can shift some of the thinking at City Hall away from, can we spend money on this project or service, to should we spend money on this project or service, especially in light of the financial crisis that we see ourselves in this year. Now, I want to talk about what I'm going to do a little bit differently with the position. To say that this has been a unique year and that we face financial challenges is a severe understatement. I know that as my voice reaches you at home, every single one of our community members faces their own unique challenges. And I want to give weight and recognize that that's happening. The treasurer is not a part of the decision-making body that passes the budget, but what I hope to do is be a conduit for the public into the budget process. I will focus on transparency, accountability, and public input. If we're going to survive this year, we're going to have to work together. So I need to know what services you value most from the city and how you think we should pay for them. There's a lot of noise, there's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of division. But especially growing up in Morgan Hill, I know that the word neighbor used to mean something, and I think it still does mean something in this city that I love so much. So I hope that I can facilitate conversations about how we can shop local, we can support each other, and we can figure out what we want our community to look like on the other side of this mess. I have a feeling what we all want is a safe, inclusive, supportive, and special community, because that's what we already have. You can follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Elect Caitlin. I know my name is hard to say and hard to spell, so you can find me if you just type in Elect Caitlin. I have a website that's electcaitlin.com. That's CAITLIN. And on the website, you can sign up for emails from me. And what I hope to do is to continue this conversation with the community so that I can amplify your voices back to council and the budget process. But I need you to engage with me, and I need to hear from you, and I need us to work together on that. So thanks again, everyone. It was great to see everyone. Thanks for letting me participate.
Thank you very much, Caitlin. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Right now, we'll take a quick short break for about 3 to 5 minutes. Let our Open Space Authority candidates come on, and you guys are more than welcome to enjoy the rest of your evening.